Hi everyone, so in today's video I will be showing you how to make dandelion flower. I will show you all the steps how you need to do it. So you will have templates available on our website as always for the petals and the big leaf as well. So you will have that and material list as well, where to purchase EVA Foam and all the tools, which I'm using. So what we are doing, so first thing what you need to do is cut out all your strips with the material and prepare them. So I will show you all the cutting and shaping. So what we are doing to cut out your templates, you have the size, the length, and how wide strips you need and how many of them you need each size. So you will have that in the templates. So what I'm doing, so I just took a piece of EVA Foam which I had. So what we are doing, we are measuring our template on our material, and we just need to measure how wide we need. After, what I'm doing, I'm using this type of scissors to make a shape at the top part of our petal, because dandelions have like some shaping at the top part, so we need to make that as well. So what we do, when you know how wide is your petal, you know the size, you just cut with this type of scissors like this. And next one, when you're gonna cut, like if you have 50 by 50, you can fit like two, three like sizes, depends how wide is your template. So you can fit more of them on that sheet. You just continue cutting with these ones. So don't worry if you will have strip which has at the bottom like this and at the top, that doesn't matter. So after you cut your strip, you have your template. These sides always need to be straight. Don't cut with these ones. So what we need to do next, so you have your template and there is a black line on them, so that means you need to start cutting exactly from that line, because we need to leave this space to glue our flower together. So what we are doing, you have your template, you start to cut and you go all the way how your template is going. So you are cutting and rounding up your petal, and like as you start from here, you are just rounding it up like this. And this side you are cutting and rounding it up, and you have your petal ready. Like before I was cutting all by my hand and doing the round up as well, with like each petal I was cutting straight and then rounding up and making these cuts, and it took me ages. So next one, we put next to our cut, we need to round up only this place like this, and this place we again cutting and rounding up like this. Next one, we need to round up this place and cut fully from the black line to top and round it up. And that's what you have. You have ready shaped like cut-wise petals for your dandelion. And after, we just need to do our shaping, which I will show in the next step how to do that. That's very easy and nothing complicated. Just the issue is that there is a lot of petals which you need to shape, and that takes time. So the most longest what you need to do is preparing and shaping, yeah, but after gluing everything is already quite fast. So let's begin. I'm gonna show you how to shape everything, and then we're gonna, so here we are preparing our strips. So the first size I did cut like this, yeah. You have templates, so it's easy for you to cut the same size, yeah. But we are preparing all our strips this way, and then we need to heat them up a little bit and shape them so they are looking more inside. So when we're gonna put them all together, they will be bended like inside. So that's how we shape first size. Second size, we cut them like this, as you have your template, and we will be heating it up, press it together, and do a bend, like a slightly bending it round shape, like this. And then we need to heat up our top part. So one, we are scrolling to one side, like this. Another one, we are scrolling opposite side. Yeah, so they are looking each on different sides. So that's how looks the second size. Third size, we are heating up, putting together, little bit doing a stretch and bending them more inside, so they will, the bend will look inside the center, yeah. So that's how we do the third one. All of them this way. The fourth, fifth and sixth, we are shaping this way. So we are holding at the bottom and stretching with our fingers like this, so we have a line in between the petal. Let's do one more. Hold with the fingers there, and with your other fingers stretch it under the petal, and with your big finger you are making like a line in between your fingers which are under the petal, yeah, if it makes sense. So just do the same way as I've done in the video, and that's what you have to bend. And we are shaping all the large size same way, yeah. So 4th, 5th and 6th we are shaping same way. We have different shapings only for the first 3 sizes. And that's how it all should look. So now we will start to glue everything together. So what we need, you need some kind of pipe or stick, which is smaller than your main pipe, which you use as a stamp, yeah, because we will be inserting this in the pipe in our stamp, yeah, and it's gonna sit in there. If you're gonna have it larger size, you will not be able to put it on, or you can use larger size which you will be putting on top of your main stamp, yeah, if it makes sense. Then you just need to decorate it in the green as well. So look what options you have. I will add some links for the pipes as well. You can use just usual plastic pipe, and that's it. You don't need to have it like a bendy, yeah, with aluminium layer, because that's not needed. So what we are doing, we will start to glue on our pipe like this, yeah. On the one level, make sure you glue it on the one level everything, so your dandelion is straight and not like, you know, you're gonna glue here like this, then you're gonna glue like this. No, we need to keep it in one level, everything. So let's begin. So first we are gluing all these strips on the pipe and on each other. So we are building the base of our flower. So you have the space, how high you need to put glue on it, Yeah, as you have by the template, you have all the sizes here, like this. And we continue just gluing everything together. Yeah, and our pipe is not visible. So you do all these strips same way. Yeah, you finish this and you start the next one. So I done my one. That's how it looks. Yeah, make sure you make it as straight as possible. Yeah, show you closer. Yeah, and that's what we have. Now I'm gonna be adding the short one, but it's not necessary. Yeah, you can just straight away start with this one, but I wanted to add some extra details, as I love to do always. So we are keeping same level as we done, and we are gluing it that way that they are looking inside. Yeah, not this way, but inside, like this. I'm just doing like this, and that's what we have at the end. Yeah, so some extra details on top of our center. So blue we as well putting same to the place where we cut it, and glue it on. Keeping the same level. Like this. Yeah, and now we're gonna start to glue our main petals. We will be gluing them same way as we done the small one. So we need this shaping to be like bending inside the center, yeah, like this. So not gluing that they are like this, but this way, yeah. So this is pointing inside, like this. And again, we are keeping the same level of them. Yeah, so that's how it should look, and we do all of them the same way. Yeah, just remember, when you're doing the next strip, you need to start at the same place where you finish your first one. Yeah, not from random place, yeah, but exactly from the place where you finish your first one. So we are like connecting them together, and same with the third one, like this. So I done my key ones, and that's how it looks. So as you see, it starts to open up more. As you are adding the layer, the more it's opening. Yeah. So, and now we need to start doing our next size, which we shape it this way. And we have them 4. So I think I will use all 4 of them. So what we are doing, we are already starting to glue this one, and it's looking this way, yeah, so out from the center, like this, and the flower is already opening even more, yeah. So you will not have it like this. When you're gonna put all the layers together, it's gonna look more nice. So let's start. We start from the place where we finish our last strip. Like this, and we continue gluing it. So I'm not adding glue now to this place. I'm putting it a little bit lower. So not starting exactly from the place where I did the cut. Yeah, that's what I mean by that. And moving around, keeping the same level. Keeping the same level. Hold it well, yes, so glue is fully dry. Like this. So, and when we start to do our second round, we are trying to make sure our petal is in between the previous ones. Yeah, so we need to do a little stretch on it so it goes inside the gaps which we have. Yeah, so they are not all behind each other, but they are in between the previous ones. Yes, so as you see, I finish it here exactly like that, next to the first one, and then this one I'm doing a little stretch to make sure it's in between the previous ones. Yeah. So it looks nice and beautiful. So with the every next strip, your flower will be opening more and more. Yeah, so that's how it happens. Like this, and next one we will start that way. So we have our petal in between our previous two, like this. Yeah, and then they are filling up the gaps which we have here in between the previous ones, and then we have all nice and beautiful, not every single like behind each other. Yeah, and we just start from the same place where we finish our next one and the rest of them as well. Make sure you're keeping the same level. So after we done all our 4 rows, that's what we have. Same straight line. All the strips, 4 strips I used here. I didn't remove any. If you want, you can stop on 2 or 3, yeah, and start like a bigger size. So that's what I have so far. And now we're gonna do the bigger size already. Longer petals, so it means they are going more out, yeah, like this. So we will glue them same way all around, and we will have again the thing that we will be having petals in between the previous ones. So but maybe we will need to cut some place and start in the middle of the previous two. Yeah, but we will see. So I'm gonna do the first one with you. Glue again, same place. Gluing as well, same level. We starting where we finish our previous one, like this. I'm not stretching them at the moment, trying not to. Like this. One more thing, what we can do, we can separate them and glue one by one as well. So where did I start? So this is basically my last one, so I will cut off here Yes, I'm having like this. So I'm finishing the same place where I started, and I have it like this next to the petal which we started. So now what we can do, not to stretch it too much, because we will be stretching and it can have bigger gaps. So what you can do, you can cut them one by one like this. That's okay as well, don't worry about that, that's nothing bad, because I think big ones we will do the same way. So now we just need to do this in between our previous ones. So we will be stapling them like this little bit together. Where you have that line which you stretch it, we are bending it a little bit like this together. Yeah? So we're keeping still the same shape, but we are stapling them together so we are able to glue it on as we need. And now we will be gluing them in our middle of the previous ones like this, and gluing it in between, same level. Make sure you hold it very well. Next one in between. So how many we need? One, two more like this. So next petals we will be gluing in between these single ones. Yes, so we're gonna cut them all, not all, but this quantity which we need, and then I'll see how we're gonna glue it after. So we done this. How much we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So after I done the stapled ones, I will be doing now in between them, but I will not staple them. Yeah, I just gonna glue them as they are in between the two previous ones. Glue I'm putting about like 1.5 centimeter, I think. And in between, keep the same level, please. Like this. Next one again in between the stapled ones. So last one. That's how it looks. And now next ones I will be gluing in between these ones. So we will be just building up this size of petals. Yeah, so we just continue. I'm continuing like to cut my strips, yeah, and gluing in between like this. And we continue doing the same, gluing in between our previous ones, all the rest petals. So in total you have 4 strips of this size. Yeah, we're doing completely the same again in between, yeah, and do all these petals from all the four strips. So I finish off now this one. Yeah, that's how it looks. So 4 strips. I did had enough like to do 7 in a row as I was doing, and I think I didn't had one enough, yeah, so to put this, but I'm not gonna cut out everything. That's okay, because it's not that kind of flower which needs to have all like rows, yeah. So that's how it looks now, and now we need to glue our last size, which is the biggest one, to finish off our dandelion. So I'm thinking maybe I'm able to glue it like this. Maybe. Maybe not. So I am planning to glue first strip around like this to know where I need to put my next petals. So let's do first row glued on the base, and after we will see. So we start in the middle of some previous ones, and just go around. So we will do some stretch, yeah, try to keep the same level. You will have some wrinkles, don't worry about them, just press on them and glue everything together. Let's continue. I will be finishing with this one. So I know already, I see, yeah, where I'm gonna finish, so I'm just cutting off this one, so 4 left, like this. Just keep the same level. And don't worry about these wrinkles which we have, they doesn't change anything. So that's what we have now. And I like it. So what is the size now? Let's check from here to here. It's 59 centimeters diameter, yeah. 59. And what we need to do next? Next, we can try continue gluing our strip, next strip, like this, and looks like we are getting the petals in between the previous one, but we will need to be cutting off some leftovers, and then with them we're gonna fill up the space which we will think that we could add something there. Yeah, so in total we have 4 of them, the large ones. So I will be gluing them this way. So let's try gluing them like a strip. If you feel more comfortable, you can cut them as well as we've done the previous size and glue them that way. So I will not be stretching them too much and leave these wrinkle, like it's not straight, yeah, gluing. It has little waves. So I want to keep that as it is. And see how it will be at the end. If I will not like something in some moment, I can always just cut it, yeah, and glue one by one. So that's not an issue, yeah. So if you don't like something, just do it that way. So you have 2 options how you can glue it. Nice. Yeah, and see, I have them in between. So I think next one I will be maybe cutting, because now I have smaller gaps, yeah, and I will not have the option keep it all so close, yeah, to each other. Then I will have 2 big waves, and that can ruin our base a little bit. Because if you have little bit, that's okay, yeah. I don't have issue with that. And basically I need to finish. So again, I have 4 left. We are not throwing them out because I'm sure we're gonna use them. Because sometimes when you glue, yeah, and you have some gap, like you done it correctly, but anyway it looks like it's more wider than other ones, so I'm just filling that gap with that petal like this, and we keeping. Hold it very well so your glue is fully dry and is not coming off. And hold it. Yeah, that's what we have now. Yeah. So now our third one. Let's see, will I be able to get that as I want it to be. So what we need to do, we need to glue it no, it will not work with that. Okay, so we are just cutting these ones now. So 2 rows we are keeping together, 2 rows, yeah, 2 rows, and 2 rows we will be cutting. So these leftovers put aside, don't use them now, yeah. So we take our next one, we are cutting it, So what we need to do now with the next two, we need to cover this gap. So you are gluing it in that place, so your gap is covering up. Yeah, every next petal we are thinking only about this. Don't think about the base part, think about this part only. And again like this, and again like this. Yeah, so we are covering these parts only, these ones, yeah, gaps. So we're putting on glue. This is the main place on which we need to focus. Don't focus on this place, focus on this place. Like this. Yeah, and do all around. Do all around. Cover these ones, and I'm gonna do the same and come back to you. So I'm gluing now the last one. Yeah, as I said, I'm gonna come back when I finish this as well. So this is the last one. I did the cut from the last strip as well, I think about 5 of them to finish off. And this is our last one. Make sure it sits in the place where you want it to be. Yeah, and that's how it looks at the end. It is now like this. It's 58, but if we put it in this position, it's bigger size, yeah, because petals are more going like more open position. Yeah, so that's what we have so far, our dandelion. So we have leftovers of some petals. I'm not sure do I want to add them. I will now put it on the stem to see how it looks. I think I will add some and just use all of them. Do not have leftovers, yeah. So we see some are more going down, so we can add exactly in those places. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna cover it with the green leaves, but at the moment I will be adding in some places, yeah, because I wanted to have a little bit more, but overall it looks very nice, I think, and very realistic. What do you think? But I think it's very nice. Yeah, so let's add the rest of the petals here. So if you want it bigger size, you can add 2-3 more rows longer than these ones. Yeah, and then your dandelion will be larger in size. But that's up to you. So this is basically 60 centimeters, and I think it's enough for this type of flower. So I want to add here. I don't like how it looks here, so I'm just filling the places which I don't like here. You see I have something that I don't like, so I want to add here more petals. So I'm just gluing them in those places which I feel that I want to have petal there. Yeah, and you just as well add where you want to add them, so to not throw them away. Of course, if you need to make more than one dandelion, then you can use them there, but yeah. So we add it there, then we're gonna add here, I think. just randomly looking where I would like to add. And I'm just adding it there. So you do the same. If you don't want to add, don't add. It's up to you. Yeah, and that's done for the flower. Yeah, that's how it looks. It will bend a little bit backwards after some time with the weight, yeah, and that's okay. Don't worry about that. Yeah, and now we will be doing the green leaves. How we will use. So what I'm using a styrofoam. I think it's 10 centimeters diameter, and what I just need half of it. So we're gonna cut it in the half and make a hole through our styrofoam. Cutting in the half like this, and we're gonna use only one side of it, and we need to make a hole here. I will heat up a little bit here so it starts to melt and it keeps these parts together, otherwise it's falling apart. So what we need to do, we need to make a hole with our pipe through our styrofoam like this, and we are putting it on like this. Yeah, so we need to glue it on, and then let's measure. Green leaves, and we will be gluing them this way on. So I will make the template for that as well. That. So after we put on our styrofoam, yeah, we need to glue it on. So we need to put it back, put glue all over the styrofoam like this, and then just press it on. So what I'm gonna do, I will be making them little bit lines. Just take something sharp, don't press it too hard, yeah, so it doesn't go through your material, but just slightly make the lines on the sides. So that's what you have at the end. I have a plastic some lampshade or something like that, so I'll be shaping them on it, and then I will be gluing them on the flower. So let's do the shaping. Press it on your round shape and press a little bit together the end of the petal and turn it. We need to little bit cover our pipe with green material as well. Go around the pipe like this. Yeah, so even if it's not visible, I anyway decorate it because I want it to look nice. Like this, so that is done, and then we are just starting to glue our petals. So we will be, I think I want to make it a little bit smaller like this. Yeah, so we will be gluing onto our pipe, and then on our sunflower, and our sunflower, Then we put a small dot of glue on our dandelion and glue it onto it. And we do the same way all the green leaves. So we need to glue it very close to the previous one, so we cover that place where we glue our petals, so it's not visible any gaps there, yeah? So we put it very close and glue it onto the dandelion. Just double check after. Is it all nice and beautiful? Maybe you need to somewhere add a little bit glue to secure it, because if you didn't hold very well, it does comes off. So we need to make sure the glue is dry and all is glued nice and properly, so we don't see any places with the glue like this, yeah? So this is bad, that shouldn't be like that. So we are adding a little bit glue, making sure we hold it until all is glued together. So, and basically that's it, that's all about the flower. That's how it looks from the top. From the bottom, all nice and beautiful. It does has a weight, so you will need some metallic base, I would say, for these ones. You can do wood as well, but it needs to be quite thick, about 2 centimeters thick, if you're making it from the wood. Yeah, but that's it, that's how it looks. Nice and beautiful. So you will have your paper template, which you need to put on your EVA Foam. So I did put it on the paper and do the markings around with something sharp, and after I'm cutting it out by the lines I made. We need to find our line where we will be gluing our wire, and wire we will be using, I have 3 millimeters stainless steel, 3 millimeters of this wire, and I will be covering it with EVA Foam, so it's easier for me to glue it on. So you take your leaf and measure how much wire you need for it. Make sure you straight it, and the thing is that we need to make it longer because we're gonna insert it in our pipe. Or if you are not inserting it inside, because I'm making hole into the pipe and then I'm putting it inside. So if you are not doing that way, anyway, you need to leave extra, so you can then attach it to your pipe. Yeah, all depends how you're gonna make it, but anyways, you need to have extra here, so we have some wire with which we can work and attach it to our pipe. So I'm gonna have it like this, and I will be cutting strips of that foam and wrap around my wire. So what we are doing, we are just starting to cover it like this and just turn it around like this, and your wire will be covered with the foam. So don't keep it straight position, keep it like this, yeah, so you're putting your wire in that triangle, press it together Then we will be starting to turn the wire and just roll it on. We don't need to put glue everywhere, but in some gaps, like I will add here a little bit now, roll it. Then I'm gonna keep rolling. And again here somewhere, like every 8-10 centimeters. Keep everything together. Yeah, and that's your wire for that. Then we are taking our leaf, looking where we want it to be, where we made that line, and press it on and start to add the glue. Little bit, yeah, and then we're gonna turn it around. After we're gonna cover it with the EVA Foam anyways, so it's not visible. Yeah, then we turn it around. Press very well where you did glue it, and then I'm just bending it this way and already putting glue onto the wire and putting leaf after on. Don't do as well a lot of glue, little bit by little bit. Make sure you don't glue it to the table, like I did. And that's it, that's how it looks. So now we need to take EVA Foam and we need to glue it onto our leaf, yeah? So we need to cover it, yeah? Yeah, so we just put a little bit glue on our strip and just keep covering the wire. Like this, and then we are cutting off what's left. We don't need that. We don't need that. Make sure you don't put glue too much so you don't cover your wire from here. Like this, so that's done. What we are doing next, we need to do some shaping. So we will be shaping all our petal, heating up and making like this type of lines. We will be pressing it together and stretching it a little bit, giving it a shape. Yeah, so it's not just a straight leaf, which are not like in real life, yeah? So they have lines and all that, yeah? So we will be doing just those extra lines, and we will be doing a shape around the edges, yeah? So we're gonna heat up and quickly take that place and squish together from both sides and have it like this, yeah? Then we're gonna heat again here, carefully not to overheat this place. Heat again here, and again pinching together two sides, yeah? So at the back it would look like this, doing like this. And we do it all that side. And now we're heating around and giving some little waves, yeah, so it has a little bit shape there as well. So, and after we are just shaping our petal as we want it to be, yeah. So when you attach it to the stem, you can after shape it as you want. Because we have a pipe, we have a wire there, and it's easy to shape as you want. And basically that's it. So now let's put everything together. So we done fully opened dandelion flower, and I decided that I want to give you tutorial as well how to make a bud of the flower, yeah, which is not open. So it will look like this. So what you need to do, you need to use petal size number 5, which you have in the template. And what you want to do, after you cut out, you will need two strips. I will write down on these templates, which are for the green leaves around it. I will write down this one here. So you need two strips of these ones, yeah. So what I done, I did shape them as we shaping like for the large flower. I did all the shaping for all these petals, and after I just cut them in half, each of it, yeah, each big, it was like this together, and I just cut it in the half, all of them, and that's what I have at the end. But we need to use number 5 from the template. So what we need to do now, I will take pipe, this one is 25 millimeters, and I will be gluing it on this pipe. So I will be gluing all this part, which is designed for gluing, yeah. So this is the length, how much I will be gluing it onto the pipe, yeah. So all this space, and we are gluing them that way so they are looking inside. You can do this way as well. Basically you can do as you like better. Try just do without the glue, roll it up and see how you like it, and then you can do it that way or roll it inside, yeah. So what we do now, I will need pipe, I think like this. I will cut off what's left. So we just need a small piece. So what we need to do first, we need to cover the top part of the pipe, because when we're gonna put it on our main, so we need to make sure it's not going through like this. So we just take yellow piece of foam and just glue it like this on the top. Yeah, so then I will just cut off what's left. I don't need that. And then we're taking our strip and we're starting to glue it on like this all around our pipe. And we do it with the both strips. Yeah, just please make sure that you're keeping same level here. Yeah, so you're not going like this, then you go higher, then again lower, and then you have a mess. Yeah, keep all in same level and do both of the strips same way. So I done my one. It looks like this. As you see, all is one level. So next, what we need to do, we need to round up this edge. So we will be cutting it like this to just round it up a little bit. So it's not in the like a straight position. Like this, yeah, and that's what we have. So after we are gluing our petals on, it's not so like sharp line here, yeah, but it's more rounded up. So that's what we need to have. So regarding the petals, you will need, I will use 4 of large ones and 4 small ones. I did cut some extra, like this one, I just cut it in the half. Yeah, so I have 3, you can have 2 or 4, yeah, extra, just to maybe add somewhere if you will want. But it depends, yeah, you're gonna see how it looks at the end. So what I'm doing, I am making again lines onto the petals, leaves, just to have some kind of shaping, extra details, and that's what I like. Yeah, so we do all of them like this. So we will be doing more wrinkly this one, large ones, and small ones we will heat up and slightly with our finger pull like this, more even like with our nail. So we are pulling like this, and then we're gonna heat up top part and bend it or roll it or something gonna do with it. Yeah, so it's more realistic, yeah, but not like straight like this. Yeah, so we're heating up one side. I'm putting in my fingers like this and just rolling it a little bit. Other side as well, putting like this and a little bit rolling it. Yeah, and that's what we have. And again, heating up the top part and pressing it harder and rolling up like this. We are heating up one side and doing a bend, yeah, so it's more rounded with our nail finger. Then we're heating up this side and rolling it a little bit, yeah. Other side. Yeah, that's what you have. So that's what we have at the end. So now we will be gluing these parts together. So we need to put glue on the small part till the place where we have the cut. don't put too much glue. Maybe you could use super glue, so it's more clean. And then we are gluing them together like this. Need to hold very well, yeah, so our glue is all dry and nothing is visible, yeah. So if you're gonna bend, so you don't see any glue, yeah, inside there. So it's just clean line, glue it together, yeah. And we need to do all of them like this. So after, we will be gluing them like this onto our petals. That's what we're gonna have after. So why I have those small ones extra? That's to cover any empty space which we will have between our 4 large ones, yeah. So how am I gonna be doing that? I will be just putting it one here, one on this side, like this, yeah. And then I will be covering this side like this, and then other one on this side, yeah. And that's what we're gonna have after. So we are putting glue all over this place. Make sure you don't put too much glue, otherwise it's gonna squeeze out. Then we start from the pipe, press it on, and then onto our flower like this. Hold it very well. And you have your main green leaves and your 2 small ones which Dandelion has. Against the previous one and into our flower and hold it carefully, yeah, into the pipe. Move these ones away so you don't glue it on them. And onto the flower. Again onto the pipe and onto the flower. So I would maybe suggest to not add extra green leaves. You can cover in the beginning your pipe with the EVA Foam as well, green color, so it's not coming out the white part, yeah. And I will glue in these places extra 4 petals. So I will add these ones a little bit higher, glue higher a little bit, so I can do that. Like this. Yeah, and we will be gluing them like this. So we are covering our pipe as well. As I said, in the beginning you can do a strip of the foam and cover your pipe straight away, yeah. So you don't need to do this after as me. So we put on glue in the place where we're gonna glue it on, and a little bit and onto the end, so we can glue it inside our pipe as well. So we are fully covering everything, and we have some like extra leaves as well, like this. onto that place and inside the pipe and hold very well. Yeah, and that's your Dandelion Bud, which is not still open, yeah? But then you can make a very nice arrangement with this. So you can mix, yeah, open at once and closed ones. And on the big one, I'm gonna show you. For the big one, you can even finish on these ones, on this size, which is, so you have 1, 2, 3 on the 4th size. So you do the 4th size and finish off like this with the green leaves. And you have already another size of the dandelion, yeah, which is like smaller, like already more open, but smaller size. And then you have a big one, yeah. So now let's put all together and I will show you how I will be doing that. So our dandelion is ready. The bud, the leaves, we did make everything, so everything is already together, yeah. I put my things all together. So how you need to do, so I'm taking like just a smaller pipe, yeah, and putting on my bud onto the flower, onto the stem, yeah. Pipes you will have links as well, so don't worry about that. I'm using these green ones. I really like them because I don't need to think about color, and it's really matching my EVA Foam green one, so it's good for me. So regarding the green leaves, how you can attach them, so we have few options how you can do that. You can attach it to your pipe and put on top shrink tube, which is like this, yeah. After you heat it up, it shrinks, yeah, and it covers your pipe. Other option is you can glue it onto your pipe and cover it with the foam. And the third option, which I will be doing, I will be making holes inside the pipe and insert them, bless you, and insert them inside the pipe, yeah. So I will have them there. I will not add any of these ones. I would maybe make one more leaf to attach here, so it's not so naked in this place. Or I can do this one on the second pipe where I have the bud, yeah, but it depends how you want it to be. So what we are doing, we need to take a knife. So what we are doing, we are taking something sharp, or already you can measure what is diameter of your wire and take the drill in this diameter and just make hole inside the pipe. So I will be taking just something sharp and start to make hole inside the pipe. Just be careful, watch your hands, don't harm yourself. So I'm making it bigger so I can insert in the wire. So I will bend it a little bit and start to press it inside like this. And that's it. My one is inside and I don't need to use any shrink tubes or anything else, yeah. So it's done, it's inside. And it's easy for me to transport it because I can just like put it around the pipe, yeah, pack it, and that's it. And people can just collect it. But that's how it looks with the all inside the pipe, yeah. So you don't need to do any type of covers. All is ready and inside the pipe. So I think that's the best option because you don't need to use any other materials to cover it. It's easy like that. The only thing I would maybe use a shrink tube if I'm using the bottom part, because if I'm gonna insert now the wire inside my pipe, I will have difficulties to put it onto my rod because that wire will be there, yeah, and the diameter of the pipe will be now smaller, so I will not be able to put it on. So in this case I would do it with the shrink tube, and after just spray it the same color as you have your stems and leaves, yeah, so to keep the same green color for it. But basically that's it. You can add more leaves, yeah, to make them look more rich. Add one more flower. You can make 2 large flowers and then 1 small and 1 bud, and it will look very nice and beautiful. So yeah, basically that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video and that was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please ask. All the templates available to purchase from our website as always. So yeah, I think that's it. Hope you're gonna make a lot of dandelions because I think it's the season of them. Plus it's summer and you can decorate a lot of different events with them if it's needed. Yeah, so hope you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe, like and comment, and see you in the next video.